everyone, Dr. Mirisse Foroughe, Chief Psychologist at Family Psychology Center, today answering the parent question, do you need consent from both parents for a child under 16 to receive psychological services? So these services might include assessment, consultation, treatment, and the answer is it depends. So if we have a situation where we have an intact family with two parents and one of them just happens to bring the child in for services because it's more convenient and the other parent's busy or not able to come, then in those cases, there really is no cause for concern. There's no reason to consider that the other parent may not want these services to happen. And it would be easy for us to obtain contact information, speak to the other parent, engage them in the process, even just in the initial consultation phase, so that we know that both parents are on board. When you have parents who are separating or separated or divorced, then the answer changes. And it really becomes about figuring out what's going to be best for this child and their family. So there are several reasons why it's not a good idea to provide services to a child if both parents are not in agreement and don't think that it's a good idea. The first reason, of course, is that it places the child in the middle. And they may leave therapy and go home to that parent's home. The parent who doesn't agree with services might be with them that day, and that can be very uncomfortable for the child. And just knowing that their parent doesn't support it and may even feel like it's the wrong thing to do, that can add stress to the child, and it can add stress to the therapy itself and make it less likely to be effective. Secondly, therapy includes a therapeutic record or session notes that are kept, and this record can be pulled into legal proceedings and taken out of context, and that can be something that can backfire even on the parent or the parent's lawyer may be recommending, let's say, that therapy records be brought into court or be subpoenaed for court, and that can seem like a good idea in order to show that the child is having difficulty or not having difficulty. But what happens in that case is that the records themselves become part of the court proceedings and can be taken completely out of context. So things that a parent shared or that a child shared in confidence and that a therapist wrote down just to sort of track the progress of therapy can suddenly be used in a way that they were not intended and may not even mean what they are interpreted to mean by a judge or by other people, other parties. So that can be problematic. And it can also be problematic because the child then, and this is the one that's most important, stops believing that therapy is a safe, confidential space. And instead of being able to trust that therapeutic process and know that their things that they share in therapy are going to be kept confidential as they were promised, instead, they come to see therapy as another place that they have to worry about what they say, and the things that they say can be used against them or against one of their parents. So it's really important to make sure that both parents are on board. And that's why we really like to obtain consent and agreement from both parents. And that can be hard, and especially when there are legal proceedings in process, and it can be better for everyone to wait until at least those legal proceedings are done and allow the dust to settle, so to speak, so that people can feel comfortable and safe sharing and disclosing information that can be, quite difficult to share in the first place without worrying that it's going to be used for a different purpose. So for all of these reasons, it's a good idea to have both parents in agreement when a child initiates services if the parents are involved in any sort of separation or divorce proceeding. And it can also be a good idea to make sure that both parents, even in an intact family, are in agreement about therapeutic services. So if you want therapy for your child, but you're not sure if your partner or ex-partner will agree, talk to us and we can help you strategize about reaching out to them. And sometimes we reach out and it goes very well. And that can be unexpected and surprising, and that could be the best outcome. So please do send in your parent questions, and see you next time.